Hey, so I got good news. Like I said in my previous videos, I did not upload some of the videos I recorded yet. Uh, but I am very, very glad. I feel, yeah, huge stress off my shoulders, you know. Uh, bread and bread. Yeah. Bread should be easy to print because it lacks organs for one, lacks bone. You know, it should be fairly easy to print. Bread from heaven. You know, go figure. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab another pack of smokes. Brands of smokes or cigarettes. They're very cheap. A carton of 200 cigarettes only costs $40 at the Reserve Canadian. You know, so I usually buy like 5 of them. You know, to go through the month. They both come in light and full flavor. You know, so it's good. You know. I prefer the full flavor ones. I tried the light ones. Didn't like them as much. I like the full flavor ones. I don't know where else there would be sold. I know they're sold a few stores here on the Reserve, the Native Reserve in Edmundston. You know, but I don't know if they're sold across Canada in Native Reserves or stores. I don't think so. I think they should be only sold on Native Reserves, right? Because it's a native product. You know, and as long as I pay for it, you know, a store pay the duty fee or whatever, you know, they still would get you know, they would still be legal. You know, it's not contraband. I'm not buying contraband. You know, I'm buying from the store. You know, I get stickers that say a duty paid. You know, so. It makes my native cigarettes legal, because normally native cigarettes would be handled as contraband in Canada, right? You know, and I used to buy contraband for a little while. They were coming from Campbellton, you know, and they would come in more like a bag, you know. I admit it, you know. I'm a smoker, you know, and try to pay the cost of an actual pack of cigarettes. You know, it's almost $20 for a pack of 20. You know, for something like LD or Trump Players or you know, there you go. I'm not rich, you know, so I admit, you know, for a little while I did purchase some contraband, but right now I'm paying the duty fee. You know, I'm buying at a store. You know, I'm not buying contraband. You know, so there's that. You know. But you can only do so much, you know. And honestly, the cartons I buy, you know, are the same price as contraband. You know, if I would still buy contraband, it would be $40 a carton of 200 cigarettes, and these taste much better, in my opinion. You know, than the ones that come in a bag. You know. Period. There's other brands you can buy that are native and still would be on the border of contraband or not. You know, same thing as these. You know, there's a discount brand that I heard that I did try, and harsh discount brand I did not like because they're very harsh. You know, especially the white and blue ones. Jeez, you know, they're very harsh. Proud, yeah. At least I'm an honest person. I don't hide what I did in my life, you know. so you can see, I'm not a liar. I would not fear passing a lie detector test, no matter what I did in my life. Because I'm an honest person and I'm a good person. I'm not perfect, like I said. I do drugs and I used to drink. I don't drink much anymore. I did quit drinking. I will have the occasional, on rare occasion, drink. I might go to the bar and grab a beer. But very rare. I've been sober for over 6 months. Ever since I've been sober, basically ever since a little more than the time I spend on my research. I should grab breakfast. I'm starting to get hungry. I got sober because I realized that I was trying to deal with psychic attacks with alcohol and weed, and I realized I'm only making it worse. So I stopped. And my situation's gotten better. The attacks have diminished a little. It's not as bad as it was. So I'm glad. And most my visions, hallucinations, and attacks and stuff I see a lot of pornographic material. Compared to some, it's not so bad. I do feel like a throat slice right now for some reason. It's minor. I'm used to it. I'm used to attacks. I feel like I'm being choked or something. Some majority of women don't want you to wear. Yeah, well, I understand that. There are some women. Women are naturally born psychics. The most part of women are naturally psychic. So witches. No offense. So it's kind of normal for me to hear a lot of females in my head, speak by telepathy, because most women are psychics, out of experience, I'm only talking out of my personal experiences, is what it is. Red Green Show? I love that show. I don't know why you brought it up, but I had that in mind actually. Red Green Show. It's an old show that used to be on CBC. It's a Canadian show. Basically, this guy would do inventions and with duct tape, and mostly duct tape, and stuff. And it was funny. It's a comedy sketch, and the show had diverse sketches, like a game show, an actual game show, like that agent said. And so it was a very funny show, and I watched it when I was a kid. It's been discontinued right after a while, but great show. I would recommend it, and most episodes are right on YouTube. The Red Green Show. Should check it out if you haven't heard of that show. Especially in the States. You would laugh. If you would learn about Canadians a bit. They all wear plaid and stuff, and there's Mike the criminal, and it's just a very funny show, good comedy show, and it's not even offensive or it's not dark humor, but it's really silly, silly humor. It's good old fashioned comedy, I would recommend it since we're on the subject. I think they're doing a cartoon of it. I saw of Red Green. Yeah, I didn't watch yet, but I think they're actually kind of like Trailer Park Boys. The show did a cartoon version of their show. Due to the fact that Jim Lee's actor is no longer present, he passed away. I watched a little bit of Trailer Park Boys. I didn't watch the whole every season, but a great show too. Funny. Not for kids. Trailer Park Boys is not for kids, but funny. Funny show. Filmed out in Nova Scotia. Trailer Park Boys. You should watch that show. I think it's on Netflix. Actually, yeah, it's mostly available on Netflix. Take a look. Use I don't know what to call it there. You know what I mean. Try to access Canadian TV shows. So, I'm gonna finish this video and have breakfast, I guess. I did mostly paper, yeah. Halo should print anything carbon based, Heaven can provide, that's the beauty of it. Heaven is so diverse, so big, so diverse, so we should be able to print a lot of things, anything extinct, Animals would normally reincarnate, but some stay in heaven, It depends. It really depends, Us people, tend to stay more in heaven when we die. Although reincarnation is possible, it is a thing. Souls come to Earth, That's how it is. That's basically how it is. We are simply interdimensional beings, living a carbon-based experience, That's the way I would put it, We're simply living an experience, yes, turned into a solid, through a reproduction cycle, yeah. I would still study how gametes are produced, in sexual organs, just out of curiosity, how, I would still study it. Although, like you said, Halo test show conclusive, and it would kind of be pointless, but I would still, do a little research out of curiosity, just because I'm a curious scientist, I guess. I like to study medicine and all, and science in general. How would it do the suture? How would it would be mostly chemically based, yeah. I'm just curious, curious scientist, I guess. I didn't get to go to university. What I know, what I built, what I invented is out of researching and making deductions, right? On my own. And the GGF2 said I earned a lot of diplomas. I definitely did earn a lot of different diplomas. So I'm very proud. And Bell. Yeah, like I said in previous videos, I used to work for Bell. That's where I met my wife, at Bell Light, working in the call center. I was a supervisor and she was a manager. We just hit it off, right? We just met at work. I have a lot of experience with Bell. I have over 4 years of experience with resellers or within the Bell company. And I know most of the products, and their plans may have changed over time. I'm not fully aware of their plans, but I know how their tech works, and I know they work mostly for military and police, if they get a call from a cop, they have to pull up information and stuff like that,